They say monsters hide under the bed, but mine lived across the street and she wore a name badge that said HOA President. Her name was Margaret, but everyone called her Karen behind her back, and trust me, she earned it. When we moved into the neighborhood, I thought we finally had peace. My daughter Lily had just turned 9, and after the accident that left her paralyzed, all I wanted was a safe place for her to heal. I built her a wooden wheelchair ramp at the front of our home. It wasn't fancy, but it worked, and Lily smiled every time she rolled down it like a little roller coaster. But 3 days later, I got a letter in the mailbox. No return address, just bold red ink. Remove the ramp. It's an eyesore. Final notice. I thought it was a prank. Surely no one would be so heartless. I ignored it. That night, someone poured glue in our mailbox. A week later, our trash bins vanished. Then came the fines. $500 for unauthorized structure. $250 for improper lawn edging. My wife cried. I stormed down to the HOA meeting with Lily in my arms. Margaret looked me dead in the eye and said, "Your daughter's condition doesn't give you special privileges. If she's that disabled, maybe she should stay inside." The room went silent. I could barely breathe. My hands shook with rage. That night, I installed security cameras, and what I saw next made my blood run cold. At 2 a.m., Margaret snuck into our yard, poured bleach on the ramp, and carved something into the wood. I ran outside, heart pounding, and saw the words, "Unfit." My daughter saw it the next morning and asked what it meant. I told her it was just a silly word, but I knew what it meant. They didn't want her here. They didn't want us. I called the police, filed reports, sent footage to the HOA, and still nothing. Margaret denied it, said the footage was too blurry. That's when I realized this wasn't about rules. This was war. Hey, and she messed with the wrong man. I quietly started collecting evidence camera footage, photos, screenshots, even audio recordings from neighbors who overheard Margaret bragging about getting rid of the wheelchair family. I hired a private investigator, someone with more guts than the local cops. He found out Margaret was misusing HOA funds, funneling money into fake landscaping contracts with her cousin S company. I sent everything to a local news reporter under an anonymous name, but I had one more card to play. I invited all the neighbors over for a family movie night. Instead, I played the full, uncut video of Margaret vandalizing the ramp, followed by clips of her mocking Lily's wheelchair at HOA meetings. People were shocked, some cried, some got up and left in anger. 2 days later, the story exploded online. My daughter's face was on the news. The footage went viral. Ada lawyers reached out. Politicians called us. People from all over the country offered to help. Margaret was arrested for vandalism, harassment, and fraud. Her home was egged, and her car was spray-painted with the word bully. She resigned from the HOA in shame. And me? I rebuilt the ramp, this time from steel, strong enough to last 100 years. I added lights, flowers, and a hand-painted sign that said, "Lily's Way." The HOA board was replaced with kind people, people who now protect families like mine. And every time I see Lily glide down her ramp with that big, brave smile, I remember what Margaret said. She should stay inside. Well, not anymore. My daughter's free, and no one will ever cage her again.